So now that I took a week off and I'm getting back at it, my soreness is actually pretty intense. I think that once like your body gets used to like working out every day, the lactic acid kind of just stops building up. But now that I like cleared it all out, all the lactic acids came right back. So I definitely feel like, especially my chest, it's pretty sore in a way that it usually isn't. Um, but I feel like now that I'll be able to get like a lot stronger again, be able to gain a lot of muscle mass. Um, yeah. Good news is still weighing in at 200. Um, I fasted in the morning, so I didn't like lose anything, but I've been watching a lot what I eat now. I'm not eating like whatever I want, like how I was before. Um, so I feel like I have to keep like high protein, low calories. That way I am able to like maintain the muscle mass that I have and then probably lose a lot of like, I'm trying to get as much lean mass as possible. That's just everything but the fat. Um, and I think that it's possible. But yeah, this is essentially a cutting phase. Even though I'm not trying to lose weight, it is like, um, I'm very much trying to keep a max on my calories. But yeah, I mean, the pull ups, everything, they actually feel kind of heavy coming back to it. Um, yeah, I think taking that week off, I probably should have been focusing a little bit more on like the pull ups and maybe some bicep work. Um, but it's been a lot of, a lot, like it just feels heavy. Just getting back into it. And I am trying to ease my way back into it, going slowly. Not trying to get right back into like 315s. But yeah, this was a back day, and I was going pretty light. So these are pull-ups, 3 sets, trying to do as many reps as possible. And then I went like maybe a minute and a half in between, maybe 2 minutes. I was taking a pretty decent break in between each set, trying to get as much, trying to get as many reps as I could. I was able to do about 12 before last week. When I was doing as many reps as possible, which it's okay. I haven't been able to progress the amount of pull-ups I can do really well, but I'm really just trying to focus on keeping that good form. Trying to get my full arm extension at the bottom. I feel like that's where the most amount of overload can be stressed, getting that as much as I can. And here is the low bar squats. I'm really working on my form, trying to get as much as I can. I was able to figure out a way to put it, keep my like wrist straight, so I don't have that much wrist pain anymore. But the shoulder is not great. Also, my bar path's not that great either. Going forward, so that's interesting. I feel like I was able to get it a little bit better after a few reps, after a few sets. Sorry, but I was really just trying to work on trying to get that bar low, not destroy my shoulder, which I did have some shoulder pain, but I think it's just like at an awkward angle, stuff like that. But yeah, overall it's been good. Um, Definitely. I ran a mile uh, after I did the pull ups. I wanted to have as much energy as I can for the pull ups because that's where I'm trying to progress the most. Um, Trying to like focus on getting as many pull ups as I can. But yeah, I mean, it was tough. The mile, I ran that again. I feel like my tibialis anterior is a little bit weak. I haven't been running as much as I should be. Um, but I don't think I'm at that much of a risk of shin splints, but I definitely need to do those tib raises that I was doing with my friend before. Um, he said that he hasn't had shin splints since, starting doing those tib raises. So I do want to get one of those tib raise bars. I think that it'll be really helpful because the tibialis anterior is a muscle that I literally have never worked out before he showed me that tib raise bar. But yeah, that's why my shirt gets super sweaty. Yeah, I mean, it felt intense doing that mile, but the cardio is something I've been lacking on a lot, and it's really important. I think that could also be a reason why I got really sore, because all that lactic acid buildup is from like anaerobic. That means no oxygen. Anaerobic exercises. So any like cardio and stuff, that's when you start like lacking the oxygen. That's why you start breathing really hard. Try to make up for that lack of oxygen. Yeah. So I just started doing, and after that I did the back squats. It is a little bit more difficult to do all these lifts after you do a decent amount of cardio, but it is still like, I think it's because I've been doing a lot of reps. If I was doing just like strength, 4 reps, like 3 to 5 reps, strength training, it would be a little bit easier, but it is a little bit more difficult when you're just trying to do, I did like 8 reps. No, I did 10 reps on the first few sets, and then at the top here I did 8 reps. But that is still like on the higher side of strength training. But mostly this is just to get stronger, It's not so much about like the hypertrophy aspect of it. Of course, you want to gain muscle because that makes you stronger, but there's also other considerations. Form, like nervous system, like tolerance, I guess. And it's the way you're able to connect all the muscles you use together. Isolation movements are by far the best for any sort of hypertrophy. But, when it comes to like real world stuff, you really need real world movements. You really need to have like that connection between all the muscles, teach all of them to work together. So that's really what I'm going for. I don't know, but there's been a lot of people that have gone from like strength training to just trying to do like bodybuilding, like hypertrophy. The natural bodybuilding scene is actually pretty strong right now. A lot of like these YouTubers are starting to do natural bodybuilding, and I think that's great. I definitely like have been sleeping on a lot of like bodybuilder training because whenever you think about bodybuilders, you think about the roided out, non-natural types, but they have a lot. Like there's a lot that you can learn from natural bodybuilders. But this is mostly going like, I'm doing a lot of running and stuff, cardio, all that kind of stuff. I'm just trying to get like as much real world strength as possible. So yeah, a lot of considerations. I did 3 sets of 8. This is at the top. 3 sets of 8 with 225 for deadlifts. Felt good. I didn't want to go any higher, just to start off. I'm trying to get to 315. Try and do sets at 315. So we'll see how many I can do. I don't know if doing as many reps as possible is smart, but maybe I'll I might try to do as many reps as possible and just to like do a benchmark testing. Cause I still haven't done a 1 rep max for my deadlift in forever. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm feeling pretty hopeful. Yeah, especially after coming back, taking that week off. Feels really good. So we'll see. Anyway, that's all pretty much. Still got, this is the top of the set. The form is actually pretty strong on this, so that's encouraging to me. The fact that I'm able to keep my butt from like completely coming up and rounding my back. It's good, but it is always like at the 315 mark, that's when it really like starts to show the butt coming up. I think it has a lot to do with hamstring strength, which I have been focusing a lot more on. And of course, the glutes. I think it's more so the hamstrings at the bottom, but once you get to about the knee level, that's when all the glute activation comes in. So all that glute training that I've been doing, I feel like it's going to help me a lot, but more so it's the hamstrings because I think that's where I'm the weakest at. This is here you can kind of see the butt coming up a little bit first, but I'm really trying to focus more on like driving through my legs, stuff like that. So we'll see. I definitely gotta get that 1 rep max in. But yeah, 3 sets of 8 at the top. Not too bad. All right, that's all. I'll see you guys tomorrow.